Hello. I'm sorting out all the books. I'm putting all the stories here and all the information books over there. Now, these are stories, so they go here. Oh, and this is an information book. It's called an encyclopedia, and it's full of lots of useful information. For instance, I can find out all about electricity and elephants. Elephants. Entrance. Escalator. What else can you see that starts with the same sound? When people call this beast to mind, they marvel more and more at such a little tail behind, so large a trunk before. I'm finding out all about elephants in this encyclopedia. There are two main types of elephant. There's the African with big ears and the Indian elephant with smaller ears. I went to meet some real Indian elephants at Whipsnade Wild Animal Park. Every day, people come to watch them giving a logging display. The elephants have been trained to use their trunks to move heavy logs. In India, this might be their job. Now to meet an elephant. Oh, she looks lovely.
She is. She's a great elephant.
What's her name?
This one's Anna.
Right, and there's two more over there.
Yeah,
What's
the other two, it's Luca and Kaylee. And they're all cow elephants, all Burmese.
Right. This is amazing skin.
And it actually does protect the elephant from thorns and spikes that are in the bushes.
They've got little hairs all over the skin as well, haven't they? I didn't realise that.
Obviously, they're being mammals, like humans are. They've got hairs. Obviously, not as much hair as we've got, but you can still see quite a lot, especially on the top of the head there.
Yeah.
And the ears. They keep the elephant cool by flapping them and cooling the blood. But also, they do prevent the flies from landing on the head of the elephant, around the eyes, etc. And again, on the tail as well. On the tail, they've got, you can see, long hairs, sort of guard hairs on the end of the tail. And again, they swish it from side to side, and again, stops the flies from landing.
And of course, there's this wonderful trunk at the end. That's the nose, isn't it?
That's right, the trunk is a nose. It's a bit like our nose, only a bit longer. And again, being the nose, it's good for smelling out things. It's got a very good sense of smell. And it acts like our hands. They pick up the hay, as you can see Anna here, picking up the hay and putting it into the mouth.
Elephants are big animals, and it's a big job looking after them. Look at the size of that nail file.
OK, I think the others are ready, so we'll go and give them a bath.
Great.
In their pond.
Righty-ho.
Good girl.
Off this way.
Go on.
The elephant is a graceful bird. It flits from twig to twig. It makes its nest in a rhubarb tree and whistles like a pig. What an unusual elephant. Today's story is about another unusual elephant, Elmer. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall or fat or thin. Elephants like this, that, or the other. All different, but all happy. And all the same colour. All that is, except Elmer. Elmer was different. Elmer was patchwork. Elmer was yellow, and orange, and red, and pink, and purple, and blue, and green, and black, and white. Elmer was not elephant colour. It was Elmer who kept the elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with the other elephants. Sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, it was usually Elmer who started it. One night, Elmer couldn't sleep for thinking. And the think that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different.
Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant?
He thought.
No wonder they laugh at me.
In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away, unnoticed. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. They always said, "Good morning, Elmer." Each time, Elmer smiled and said,
Good morning.
After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for. A large bush. A large bush covered in berries. A large bush covered with elephant-coloured berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it, so that the berries fell on the ground. Once the ground was covered in berries, Elmer lay down and rolled over and over, this way and that way, and back again. Then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over, covering himself with berry juice, until there wasn't a sign of any yellow, or orange, or red, or pink, or purple, or blue, or green, or black, or white. When he had finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed the other animals again. This time, each one said to him, "Good morning, elephant." And each time, Elmer smiled and said,
Good morning.
pleased that he wasn't recognised. When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he worked his way to the middle of the herd. After a while, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old bright sky, same old rain cloud that came over from time to time, and lastly, same old elephants. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still, standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice shouted,
Boo!
The elephants jumped and fell all ways in surprise. "Oh my gosh and golly," they said, and then saw Elmer helpless with laughter. "Elmer," they said, "it must be Elmer." Then the other elephants laughed too, as they had never laughed before. As they laughed, the rain cloud burst. And when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. The elephants still laughed as Elmer was washed back to normal. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant.
You've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take you long to show your true colours.
We must celebrate this day every year, said another. This will be Elmer's Day. All elephants must decorate themselves, and Elmer will decorate himself elephant colour.
That is exactly what the elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and parade. On that day, if you happen to see an elephant ordinary elephant colour, you will know it must be Elmer. What beautiful colours and shapes. What elegant elephants. Quite extraordinary. Egg. $11. Elephant. Electric elephant. Electric elephant. Both these words start with the same letter. Watch how Magic Pencil writes it. Straight, across and round. 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 Multicoloured elephants. You could have a go at making some and join in the song. One elephant went out to play upon a spider's web one day. She found it such enormous fun that she called for another elephant to come. Two elephants went out to play upon a spider's web one day. They found it such enormous fun that they called for another elephant